So thank you all, dear devotees, for joining today. So we were going through these wonderful Kartik programs, Damodar Puja, and these are Lord's additional mercy upon us. Even though Kartik is over, we are still continuing. So this is nothing but the mercy of the Lord, nothing else. So next week also we have one more program, and then we conclude our Kartik program. Then we'll come back to our Bhakti format. We take Bhagavad Gita, chanting of the holy name. Then more understand the philosophy, because it's very important that we always understand the principle, the tattva. The material world is so powerful. Maya, the energy is so powerful. It's like open a big reservoir of water. As you open that one, it will take away everything. It's like, that tsunami comes. When tsunami comes, it takes us everything. You cannot sustain, you cannot stand in front of it. So Maya is like that. The material energy is like that. Their world is full of with that potency. It's very difficult to overcome. It's very, very difficult to overcome. Don't think that, I have some potency, I have some capacity that I can do, I can just go somewhere else. And no, you can't do that. You may do it for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, that's it. You will not come out. It will soon come out and you will fed up with it. So, but the spirituality is entirely a different subject matter, different plane. Everything is so wonderful that we have to relish and experience. So it's very important that we understand this fact. So it's very important that we hear. Unless we hear, we will not come to that level, come to that plane of what is real, what is imaginary. So it's very, very important to hear the glories of the Supreme Lord. So with that then, let's welcome all of you saying Haribol 3 times. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. Let's also thank our dear host, Srinivas Prabhu and Mataji and the dear family for hosting us today, this Kartik program. And let's also thank them, saying Haribol 3 times. Haribol, Haribol. So in the last week we were discussing about the essential, the fundamental principle of the month of Kartik, or the pastimes of the Supreme Lord, Damodara. Anybody remember the fundamental principle, the fundamental tattva of this month of Kartik or this entire pastime? So we are discussing in very detail the tattva, the principle. Discussed many times. Anybody remembers? That's what is I mentioned, Maya. This takes us away everything. Forget, that's the first thing. It comes to our mind and takes us everything. Nobody remembers the fundamental principle, fundamental tattva, the essence of this month of Kartik. One can execute pure, loving devotion to the Supreme and bind Krishna. So that's the essential, that's the fundamental principle of this month of Kartik. So we saw last week that how Krishna is bound by Mother Yashoda, then after that Krishna took that mortar and took and delivered the 2 souls, which is Nalakuvera and Manigriva. They were because of their forgetfulness, because of their ignorance, because of their behavior, bad behavior, and they became 2 trees in the courtyard of Nanda. So then Krishna saw this, that the 2 sons of Kuvera standing there. So Krishna remembered the words of Narada. It's not that Krishna had to go and deliver them. No, there are so many souls out there in this world, in the form of a tree, in the form of a cow, form of the hawks, form of birds, Everybody is out there. Krishna doesn't come and just deliver everybody. But here Krishna saw and remembered the words of his dear devotee, Nalakuvera. So devotees' words are so powerful because of devotees are very dear to Krishna. So Krishna has no other business apart from this, devotees. Devotees have no other business apart from Krishna. So this is where that we have to reach. This is the perfection. This is the complete success of our life. Devotees has nothing to do apart from Krishna. And Krishna has nothing to do apart from his devotees. So to that end, let's then understand that how the devotees are with Krishna. So also, then today maybe our one more classes, maybe next week, and then we'll conclude with this Kartik program, so that everybody can also come to that pure consciousness, pure realization of the Supreme Lord. Okay? That's our purpose of all this. So as Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, 8th verse, Janma karma jame divyam, evam yovedi tattvadaha. Everybody knows? Tektva deham punarjanma naiti mameti soarjuna. Krishna says, my transcendental appearance and activities are divine. One who knows this, upon leaving the body, never comes back into this material world again. My transcendental appearance and activities are divine. So one who knows this, upon leaving the body, never comes back into this. So this is the purpose of our life. To know this divine appearance of the Supreme Lord. To know about Krishna, to know about the glories of the Krishna, to chant the holy name of Krishna. So this way, and upon leaving the body, we never takes part again into this material world. So this is a great science, first of all. It's not that just mundane or just come together. It's a great, great science. So everybody has to understand this. That's why we have this opportunity by the mercy of the Lord and the devotees. We have this opportunity to glorify the Lord, to come and sing His glories, remember Him, chant His holy names, and worship Him, offer the obeisances to Him, offer whatever we have to Him, so that we will be also purified in that way. We will also relieved from our miseries of the life. So it's a very beautiful song. This is Bhakti Thakur sang this song, and it's a nice Vrindavan song, so everybody can also get into that mood of Vrindavan. So Mother Yashoda and Bhakti Thakur is so beautifully describing how everybody treats Krishna in Vrindavan. So many of you know this song, many of you must have known this. Yashomadi Nandana, Prachuvaranadana. Yeah? Okay. So if you don't have, open up on the kksongs.com in the Google, Yashomadi Nandana, and then these sages, or just type Yashomadi Nandana, and you can get it. It's a beautiful, beautiful one, and we will also describe the meaning of it. So since Krishna is very dear to Mother Yashoda, so we have to always see that why Krishna is so dear to Mother Yashoda. So that's why he is known as Yashomadi Nandan. What is his another name? Devaki Nandan. What is another name? Nandan. So like that. So he is very dear to his devotees. So he is known as in the name of his devotees. Isn't it? Devaki Nandan, Yashoda Nandan, Nanda Nandana, Vasudeva Nandan, Vasudeva Krishna. He is also known as Vasudev because of he is son of Vasudeva. So he is also known as in the name of his devotees. So like that. So did you get it? Got it? Okay. So very beautiful. They can play the harmonium or somebody can play. Yes. So I'll repeat, I'll sing and then repeat. Yashomati Nandana Brajavara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana Yashomati Yashomati Nandana Brajavara Nagara Gokula Gopi Pranadhana Madhana Manohara Kaliya Dhamana Vidana Kaliya Dhamana Vidana Nandana Brajavara Nagara Gokula Lord Krishna is the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the transcendental lover in the land of Braja. The delight of Gokula, Kana, the nickname of Krishna, the wealth of the lives of the gopis, he steals the minds even Cupid and punishes the Kaliya serpent. I don't know why did I select this song. Krishna is right here. Exactly. So it's so wonderful. Yashomati Nandana Brajavara Nagara Gokula Amala Hari Naam Amiya Vilasa Amala Hari Naam Amiya Vilasa Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Vipina Purandara Navina Nagara Vamshi Bhagat Subhasa Sumati Nandana Brajavara This pure holy name of the Lord Hari are full of sweet nectarian pastimes. Krishna is the Lord of the tall forest of Braja. He is ever youthful and is the best of lovers. He is always playing on a flute and he is an excellent dresser. Yashomati Nandana Brajavara Nagara Gokula Kana Yashomati The keeper and the tender of Nanda Maharaja's cows, the giver of pleasure to the cows, the land and the spiritual senses, the husband of the goddess of fortune, the butter thief, and the beautiful cowherd boy of Nanda Maharaja. Yashomadi Nandana Brajavara Nagara Gokula Ranjana of the young damsels of Vraja who were bathing there. He delights in the mellows of the rasa dance. He is very merciful, the lover and the beloved of Srimati Radharani, the great dancer of Vrindavana and the shelter and only refuge of Thakura Bhakti Vinoda. Yashomadi Nandana Brajavara Nagara Gokula Yashomadi Nandana Gauri Premanande, Srila Prabhupada ki. Please put your hands. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtikim Om Dhyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salagya Chakshuranmulidam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Lokanath Swamini Dinamine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Dinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Guruvani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Hari Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna. As we mentioned, Ashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So one can eradicate all the impurities of the heart. Abhadra, Abhadrani, Abhadra means all the dirt, all the impurities of the heart. If one engage in the loving service of the Lord every day, there are two kinds of Bhagavatam. There are two kinds of Bhagavatas. Nobody knows what are the two kinds of Bhagavatas? Bapu and Vani, of course, that's what it is. Srimad Bhagavatam, the book Bhagavatam, as well as the devotee Bhagavatam. Devotee is also known as Mahabhagavatam. Bhagavat and devotee is also known as Mahabhagavatam. So Bhagavatam means, it's not that only the book, also the Bhagavatam, the service of the devotees of the Lord. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed that the greatest principle, that Tattva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned that I am not a devotee, I am not a son of Brahmana, I am not a Vipra. What I am? I am the Dasa Dasana Dasa. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of the devotee of the Lord. This should be our mood and position all the time. Whenever we have opportunity to serve, to associate. There was a great story. Agastya Muni had a wife known as Lopamudra. So Lopamudra was a very ordinary girl. And she was in the king of Vidarbha, the kingdom of Vidarbha. And Agastya Muni had to get married because of the forefathers of Agastya Muni. When Agastya Muni was wandering through the forest, Agastya Muni saw that all his forefathers were lying, hanging down, up, the head is downwards and the legs are upwards and hanging down, so that the vision of that Agastya Muni's forefathers. So that means that Agastya Muni's forefathers were not liberated. So only way to get them liberated, and even Agastya Muni was so powerful, a saint. In order to get them liberated, Agastya Muni had to get married and have the children. And because of that pious credit, then the forefathers will be liberated. Agastya Muni had to get married. So then, of course, then later found this, Lopamudra in the Vidarbha. Of course, Agastya Muni made that arrangement. So she was an ordinary girl in the kingdom of Vidarbha. So Agastya Muni came and then got married. The point I was trying to make, how this service to the devotees is very powerful. And Agastya Muni got married, that doesn't mean that okay, just immediately they get into the worldly life. No. Agastya Muni was continuously doing the tapas and the penances. Lopamudra came, and even though Lopamudra was in the kingdom of Vidarbha, and when she left the home, she left everything back. She had only the trunk of the tree, on the, what is that, whatever the dress that Maraguri is called, right? So whatever the leaves and whatever it is there, that was she was going to the forest along with Agastya Muni. So there she served Agastya Muni. Agastya Muni was in the great penance and the tapas, and for many years. And Lopamudra was also serving in such a way that just by Lopamudra didn't go for any meditation or any tapas or the penance. All Lopamudra did nothing but just to serve Agastya Muni. You know what happened to Lopamudra? They exact the same potency that Agastya Muni developed by this penance and the tapas, exactly that the Lopamudra also developed. Just by serving. Just by serving Agastya Muni. So if you serve a devotee in such a way that, serve a devotee, a Bhagavata, you will also develop that the same quality of that Bhagavata. No matter what. This is very important. So there are a lot of things, a lot of learnings like that from the Bhagavata, Mahabharata, all those things. So here we can see that in this month of Kartik, and Mother Yashoda bound Krishna, and then before that, we know that many times we went through that two fingers short. So Acharyas mentioned that the meaning of that two fingers short, Krishna showed that, exhibited that pastime because of Krishna wanted to reveal that pastime of that. The two fingers short is nothing but one. The first finger represents that the one should have to have the endeavor or the loving devotion to the Supreme. One should have to have the loving devotion to the Supreme, that's the endeavor, then one gets the mercy, one gets the kripa. So it's mentioned that the devotees, especially as we are so incapable. Anything, even to move a grass in this path of bhakti, even just a blade of grass to move, in the path of bhakti we need kripa, we need a mercy. Unless and until we have the mercy of the Lord, we cannot remember Him. I mentioned this before that. I went for a Satyanarayana Puja, one of the house. And I was invited, family was sitting there, and in order to purify everything in Shravi, and they have to do the achaman. So first that is the process. So they have to do the achaman, and there was one boy, almost like 13, 14 years old. And everybody else was very good. They did the achaman, put the water in the hand. They all took nicely, and they say, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, everybody. But this one boy was sitting there. They put the water in his hand and said, say Om Keshavaya Namaha. So he tried. He couldn't pronounce. He couldn't pronounce his symbol that Keshavaya Namaha. He couldn't pronounce. I did it again. I said very slowly and tried to make him say this. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Couldn't do it. Went to the 5 times, 6 times, 8 times, 10 times, 13 times, 14 times. I realized that he can't pronounce this. So devotees, unless and until we have the mercy of the Lord, we cannot chant His holy name. Unless and until we have the mercy of the Lord, we cannot remember Him. Unless and until we have the mercy of the Lord, we cannot have the association of the devotees. And unless and until we have the mercy of the Lord, we will not even have a darshan of a devotee. Because of devotees are also the representations of the Lord in this world. In some way or other, the devotees are representing the Lord. And that's why Lord also always shower the mercy upon all the devotees. Because only by the mercy of the devotees that we can attain Krishna. Only by the mercy of devotees we can attain Krishna. Even darshan of a devotee is very much the mercy that we get from the Krishna. Otherwise we will not even able to see a devotee. And there was a story, devotees went to Antarctica. So one devotee, had a very wonderful association with his devotees. So he was so sad. He was going to Antarctica and there for some purpose, and he had to stay there for some time. And he was so sad. I'm not having devotee association. I can't serve devotees. Can't do anything. And he was so like this. So he was a little disappointed, and what should I do here? And so one day he was like that. He was hearing some Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And he was wondering where it's coming from. I was thinking that, there is no association, nothing like that. And when he heard this sound, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and I was reading this in the Bhakti magazine. So he ran to the sound, he ran to the place where the sound was coming. And there he saw that some group of devotees were chanting and taking the Sankirtan on the road, and they were also going, and he was so relieved. He said, "Oh my God, oh Lord, that you are so merciful. You are so merciful. See that." Even he went to Antarctica and he had an opportunity to see the Lord, see the devotees of the Lord, because he had that intense desire to see the Lord. He had a mercy of the Lord. So this is what is the tattva, the principle of the devotees. When we have the intense desire, intense devotion to the Lord will make all the arrangement. You know that the story of Gopakumar, which is mentioned in the Brihad Bhagavatamrita. Brihad Bhagavatamrita, there is a beautiful story of a Gopakumar. Gopakumar was just a simple cowherd boy in Vrindavan. One day, a guru appeared before Gopakumar and said that, "You chant this mantra." This mantra was nothing but the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. "You chant this mantra, name of Krishna, the mantra of Krishna." He took it very seriously. He was a little cowherd boy. He took it very seriously. He started to chant this mantra. So when he started to chant this mantra, he could see the difference in him. He could feel that the difference in him, that he is purified and he is so calm and quiet. And he could understand the purpose, he could understand everything. And when he liberated, he attained the heavenly region. But he didn't stop this chanting this holy name. He didn't stop. Just keep chanting. So he could, even just by chanting this holy name, he could attain even the Brahma Lok. But he didn't stop there. He continuously chanted. And he also got the opportunity to enter into the abode of even Jagannath Puri. This is the spiritual abode. And also, don't think that Jagannath Puri here in Odisha is a material world. No. It is a spiritual realm. And it is mentioned in the Nectar of Instruction. It's mentioned that when Narada Dev was passing on top of the Jagannath Puri Dham, he could see that whoever is associated, whoever belongs there in the temple, the Narada Dev could see that all of them are in the four-handed Vishnu form. This is the Dham. See, we can't understand, or we cannot perceive, or we cannot come to the realization because we are completely contaminated. We have selfish, we have specific, conservative. We have very, in some way or other we stuck with something and we cannot think even beyond. We cannot even think beyond. And because of that we stuck here and we cannot even think anything else beyond than us. We think that I am the only truth. I am the only God. I am the only Lord. I am the only king. I am the only emperor. That everybody, everything else should be my satisfaction, my desire, my well-being. Is our nature. We have to come out of this. This is called the Bhadra, or impurities of our heart. So unless and until we come out of these impurities, break these barriers of our then we cannot understand this principle, this a transcendental nature. So I'm making it very short. So because of this purity, because of this power of this holy name, because of he sincerely took that holy name, he could even enter into the Vaikuntha. Sometimes people ask, where is Vaikuntha? Vaikuntha means there is no kunda, there is no anxiety. There is no anxiety, Vaikuntha. So, anybody is here without any anxiety? Without any problem? And I would say that you are in Vaikuntha. You're already there, you're already liberated. Nobody is here. Everybody is full of anxiety, problems, suffering, and even a moment. You're so fearful that what will happen if I lose something? So fearful, anxiety, all of anxious. So, Gopakumar finally went to Vaikuntha. Even Vaikuntha, Gopakumar was chanting this holy name. And the power and the potency, the perfection of it, Gopakumar also got a chance even to go beyond Vaikuntha to Goloka Vrindavan. Uddhava took him over there. Uddhava took this Gopakumar over there in Goloka Vrindavan. Then Goloka Vrindavan is a dham, is a realm where the Krishna and the entire Vrajavasis execute the wonderful, wonderful pastimes of the Lord. So this is beyond our perception anyway. Even if we say that Krishna went for herding the cows in Goloka Vrindavan, we say, what is this? Krishna doesn't have anything else to do, just herd the cows. That's all Krishna do. We won't understand. This, in order to understand that, our heart should be melted. Heart should be melted in such a way that to come to that stage of what is this all about. So there, Krishna was coming back herding the cows. Why Krishna? Krishna was always reciprocating with his devotees, and Krishna was showering this immense love for his devotees, and Krishna would dance how devotee says. Like Krishna did a dance on the hoods of Kaliya, right? We know that. And what did Kaliya did that such a penance or such a great fortune that even Kaliya had the Krishna's footsteps on the hoods of Kaliya. So there was also Kaliya got a mercy of a devotee. That's why. When there is a mercy of a devotee, one can even attain Krishna. This is the focus point here. So then Gopakumar got, and Krishna was coming back herding cows. As soon as Krishna saw Gopakumar, Krishna was so much in ecstasy. Krishna came and embraced Gopakumar. And Krishna, because of that ecstasy, Krishna fainted down. Krishna just fainted down. You may think that, in Goloka Vrindavan, in spiritual realm, all this happens. Krishna was, shedding the tears. Krishna was, laughing, smiling, and all these feelings. Yes, it's there. It's a spiritual feeling. Everything is there in the spiritual realm. What we see in this material world is just a reflection of what is there in the spiritual realm. It's a perverted reflection. That's why here everything has a duality, but it's not in original nature. But in spiritual realm, everything is in original nature, spiritual nature, eternal nature. And then Krishna fainted down with that ecstasy, and Gopakumar also fainted down. Just seeing that Krishna, embracing Krishna, and with that ecstasy, and then everybody, there's a big commotion now, right? The loads of friends there. And everybody came, and Balaram came and saw this. And then after a while, Krishna came back to his consciousness. Gopakumar came back to his consciousness. And again they embraced each other. In Sanatana Goswami is so beautifully described this in Brihad Bhagavatamrita. There is 3 volumes of this book. 3 volumes, okay? I'm telling in 3 minutes. So, Krishna embraced Gopakumar again. Krishna was telling to Gopakumar, my dear, Krishna was telling this word, my dear, every lifetime I was looking at you. You were wandering in this material world. Every lifetime I was looking at you that when you are going to turn towards me, when you are going to remember me, when you are going to take that a name of me, you are going to come and look at towards me that when this in lifetime, I was so disappointed when you go on and turn away from me. When you went away from me, I was disappointed in such a way that I was waiting in each and every lifetime that for you that when you are turning towards me, Krishna was telling this to Gopakumar. And then Krishna revealed finally that the Guru, oh Gopakumar, then I was also so much in separation from you, and I came as a Guru in front of you and told this to do this. So I was the one, that Guru, that came in front of you to tell this one so that you will come to me. Said, dear devotees, this is called mercy. Lord himself shower the mercy, those sincere souls. Sincere souls, Lord, shower the mercy in the form of a Guru or a devotee. They come to us and then, they would, elevate us. In our dharma, everything is like that. Everything in our Sanatana Dharma, everything is actually to get at least some mercy somewhere or other in every activities in our Dharma, so that we get some mercy. We get some mercy. So that's our Dharma, eternal Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. In so many ways, that when you get married, when you go around the fire, right? So when you get married, so first time, the husband goes in front. And how many times that? Take circumambulation? 7 times. That's a saptapadi, at least minimum 4 times. Yeah, minimum 4 times. Saptapadi is different. Then first 3 times, the husband takes the wife around the fire. The wife follows the husband. 4th time is different. Anybody knows? Huh? Wife goes first. Why? Anybody knows? We got married. Anybody knows why wife goes first and then husband follows? Huh? She takes you to Dharma. Yes. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Yes. True. 4 rounds. So these 3 rounds, which represents, so that the husband has to take the wife in Dharma, Artha and Kama. That is a duty, is a responsibility of the husband to take care of all this. So now, this is the climax of it. So now wife comes. Why wife is taking husband? Over moksha. So wife has that dharma, wife has this responsibility, that duty, that to take the husband to the moksha. It's very important. So everybody looking at their husband now. So this is our, so every time, everything that which we in our dharma, in our sanatana dharma, is that to get the mercy, so that we can somehow or other connect to the Lord. So that's why the devotees or the we or the living entities are nothing but the kripa siddhas. Kripas. Unless and until we have the kripa, we cannot move an inch in this bhakti. We cannot even see anything. We cannot even understand anything. We cannot even perceive anything. We cannot even come near to anything thereof. And unless and until we come in front of the Lord, dear devotees, that there is no cessation of our suffering. There is no cessation of our misery. There is no cessation of our unending this repeated life, birth after birth after birth after birth. As I always says this one. So it's very important to have this mercy. So how do we get this mercy? Our sincere endeavor, sincere devotion. Sincere endeavor that yes, I need to have. That's why our Acharya says, Sri Rupa Goswami says in Nectar of Devotion, Adhau Shraddha. What What does that mean? Adhav Shraddha. Faith. Adhav, at the beginning, one should have the faith in the Supreme Lord. So all these wonderful pastimes of the Lord, all these wonderful leelas of the Lord, the names of the Lord, all we are chanting just for one thing, to develop this unflinching, the faith in the Supreme Lord. Unconditional love for the Lord. Savai pumsha paro dharma yador bhakti radokshaje ahetugi apradihada yedatma suprasidati. This is Ambarish Maharaj was mentioning about the definition of bhakti. So we all have dharma. We talked about dharma, okay? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha, liberation. But that is just one part of it. But there is a greater dharma or param dharma. There is a param dharma is there. What is that param dharma? Everybody has this dharma. And there is a param dharma. The religion, dharma, and eternal religion, or sanadana, or eternal param dharma, supreme religion. Dharma means the religion, that the way of life that we can attain the Lord. So there is param dharma. What is the param dharma? What is param dharma? Of each and every living entity has. That's why Krishna is saying in the Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 65th verse. Anybody remembers? 18th chapter, 65th verse. Sarvodharman paritejyam mamegam sharanam pracha. This Krishna reveals in Bhagavad Gita. Sarvodharman paritejyam. Sarvodharman. Okay, you have dharma, artha, kama, moksha, everything is there. Now this is the real fact of it. Yes, now you got married. Now you have dharma, okay, husband has to take, wife has to take, everything comes together and all these wonderful activities has to be done. But Krishna is here saying that, okay, don't worry about those things. You come to me. You come to me. That's the most important. You may go here, you may go here, you may do this, you may do that. But it's okay, that's all right. But the param dharma, ultimate dharma is that you come to me, you surrender unto me. So that's what is Ambarish Maharaj is revealing here. Savai pumsho paro dharma. Paro dharma. One supreme duty, eternal duty is nothing but to take the shelter of that Supreme Lord, to surrender unto the Supreme Lord. And how one should surrender to that Supreme Lord? Savai pumsha paro dharma yador bhakti radokshaje. That bhakti, that loving devotion must be there. Okay, you may do yoga, you may do ashtanga siddhi, or whatever it is. So then, unless and until we have this devotion to the Supreme Lord, bhakti radokshaje, and that devotion must be ahetugi apradihada edatma suprasthi. It should be unconditional love for the Lord. It should be unmotivated love for the Lord. And it should be uninterrupted love for the Lord. This is what it is. So when you have this, dear devotees, and I was giving these wonderful pastimes of Ambarish Maharaj on maybe a month back in our Raghu Prabhu's hall. I was giving these beautiful pastimes of at Srishi Prabhu's home. If you have recording, then you can listen to that. It's a wonderful, wonderful pastime of it. So then, here is the deal. So, Ambarish Maharaj was saying this is our param dharma, supreme dharma. So everybody has to, this is what. So dear devotees, unless and until we have this mercy of the Lord, we cannot reach to that, the param dharma. The supreme, eternal paradharma, to take the shelter of the Lord. So that is the one of that. There is a beautiful section in Srimad Bhagavatam. You know that the Brahma Vimohana Leela. How many of you heard this? Brahma Vimohana Leela. The Brahma Vimohana Leela, Brahma was bewildered. Brahma was bewildered. Then Brahma bewildered that Krishna, everybody says that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. He saw that Krishna raised the Govardhan on his pinky and 7 days. Krishna killed all these demons. Krishna killed Aghasura. And after Krishna killed Aghasura, all this, the cowherd boys and everybody, all the friends, they came together. They were sitting on a big, open place. And they started to eat. They started to eat the lunch. So they pack the lunch. What Krishna does? Krishna will pick everything from everybody's lunch bag. From here, from here, from here, from here. This is the children, right? You all must have done that. Eat from this, and children go there, go there, go here, go here. Eat from there. And Krishna was eating from others' mouth even. Somebody put, oh, I like that one, Krishna, give me that. So he goes and pick it and eat it. And Brahma was just going around and seeing that. Everybody says, this is the Lord, this is the Supreme Lord. How come is that Supreme Lord? He is eating from others' plate. He is eating the jutha. He is eating from others' mouth. He is eating whatever he likes like this. So then Brahma just decided, okay, let me see. Let me see who is this boy is. Who is this boy? So I have so much of power. Let me see. So when Krishna, they were so much into the, having this lunch, then Brahma took away the cows away from Krishna. Took away the cows away from Krishna. Then what happened? Krishna was wondering, where are all the cows? Then all the friends also went to see, to check where is the cows. Then after they are not coming back. Krishna wondered what happened. When Krishna also went to see, nowhere to see this, all the friends and the cows. What did Brahma did? Brahma came and stole all of them and put it in a cave. So that's why Aghasura pastime didn't even reveal after a year. So Krishna put everybody in the cave. But when Krishna came, Brahma came, and Krishna came and saw that nobody is there. Krishna is Antaryami, Krishna is Sarveshwara. He is the Sarva Yogi, Yogeshwara. He could understand that what is happening, what has happened. So Krishna immediately replicated all the cows and the calves, and he exactly equal to that, the same cows and the calves. Even the covered boys, exactly same as all of them. And then Krishna was lavishly, smilingly, and bringing back everybody back to the Braj. And now, all the gopis, all the fathers, all the parents, everybody is even started to have such a love for their children. And it was not happened before. So everything comes from Krishna anyway. So they didn't experience this before. They were started to show such a love and loving affection. Even the mother cow was for the calves and calves for the mother. So also another reason for this wonderful pastime, because of everybody wanted, every day they were thinking that if this is the case, when Krishna, they were all complaints to Mother Yashoda anyway. They say, Mother Yashoda, my son, your son came and stole my butter, stole my, yogurt, stole my milk, and what kind of mischievous you have to punish him, you have to correct him, and because of you are not raising him very properly, that's why Krishna is doing all this mischievous. But on the other hand, when Krishna doesn't even come even for a single day, even though they say externally, but internally they have such a love for Krishna. They get up early in the morning, they churn the butter, they make it ready, everything make it ready for Krishna. And even, so that I think the butter pot came down, I think. Krishna was there. So, we don't need to spend much time there. So then, every day, Krishna, the gopis were making it ready for Krishna. And they were feeling that if Krishna didn't come for a day, they feel so disappointed. They feel so pained. They feel so much distress. Oh, Krishna didn't come today. So they all had such a feeling that Krishna had to be their son. This is the Valsalya Bhav all the gopi had. Krishna had to be their son. So Krishna made this arrangement. So now everybody has Krishna, everybody, the cowherd boys, and Krishna, this is nothing but Krishna. Krishna is replicated himself in this cowherd boys and the calves. And then everybody came back to their home. Now that mothers also started to shower such a feeling for their sons. Because of Krishna, they were looking for it, they were endeavoring for it, they were hankering for it. Now they had such an affection. So like this, 1 year is passed. So this was, Brahma just came. It was a splash of second for Brahma, because of Brahma time is entirely different than the earthly time. Krishna, okay, now Brahma thought, okay, let me see what happened. So Brahma came back. When Brahma came back and saw that I stole all the cows and the covered boys and everything is remained same here. So Brahma also bewildered. But said, what is happening? Let me go and look at on the cave. So when Brahma went back and looked at on the cave, and they were all sleeping there. Brahma made them sleep there. But on the other hand, all of them exactly replicated here on the Krishna in the bridge, and Krishna and all the cowherd boys, cows, everybody is enjoying so nicely. Krishna understood now. So now Brahma saw that, and Baladev also saw this. Baladev saw that, everybody is so affectionate each other. So Baladev saw and looked at it. Baladev could see that this is not that the covered boy is in there. This is Krishna. Krishna is replicated all, and everybody, Balaram saw that the 400 Vishnu form. All the covered boys and the cows and everybody is a 400 Vishnu form. Balaram could understood. And that's the time Brahma came. And Balaram looked at the Brahma. And then Brahma went, and now there is no chance. Brahma is so fearful now, afraid of Krishna. Now I did a great offense. I made a big offense. So now what would Krishna would do? So then immediately Krishna made them released. All the boys and the covered and the cows. And then, so then what happened? Then immediately they all came down to Krishna. And then Krishna withdrew his form. And everybody came back as if that they came back from the sleep. So now Brahma came to Krishna. Brahma circumambulated Krishna many times. 7 times. Brahma was doing the prostrated obeisances at the lotus feet of Krishna. Prostrated obeisances. And Brahma was saying that, this is what I wanted to mention. And that there is a 29th verse of 10th canto of 14th chapter. There is a beautiful verse, 29th verse. Brahma says this beautiful prayer. Brahma says that, O Lord, unless your mercy, that I am so fortunate, I could have the direct darshan of you, O Lord. This is because of your mercy, nothing else. So here, and Brahma was praying this word. Only your devotee, how fortunate this Vrindavan Brajavasis, how fortunate these cows, and even that you are drinking that milk from their, the mother's milk. And how fortunate these Brajavasis, how fortunate all these devotees, because of you personally come and associate and you're taking that everything from them. How fortunate, even the grass, even the dust in the Vrindavan, how fortunate it is. A dear devotee, O Lord, because of your mercy that I have, they have this opportunity, and because of your mercy that I have this fortune that to see you, please make me this, and please make me like this one of them. Please make me a devotee that all my lifetimes I want to become a devotee, nothing else. So Brahma became so bewildered and Brahma became so humble, and because of the Brahma's ego that I am so and so that Brahma did this one. But Brahma said to Lord that, please make me a humble devotee in all the time. So Krishna promised to Brahmadev. Krishna promised to Brahmadev that I would appear again. And who is that? Who personality appeared after that? Anybody? Haridas Thakur is appeared as Brahmadev. So Brahmadev wanted to be so humble because of his ego created this. Now he wanted to be a humble devotee in all lifetimes. And Krishna even told to that, okay, so be it. So I would appear again. And who was that personality? Krishna has appeared again. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Krishna showed that form. Krishna showed that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's form to whom? to Brahma that I would appear in this golden form and then you will appear also. That's why Haridas Thakur had this such a very humble position. So dear devotees, when the mercy of the Lord is there, there is nothing impossible. That's what is all we need to have an endeavor for. So when we sincerely endeavor, the mercy will definitely there, devotees. So this is the message that Krishna is revealing through this, the wonderful Damodara pastime. Okay? So always take it this, and this is our great fortune. Even if anybody that even offer a ghee lamp to the Lord will remember that. So always remember this. And anything that which we do for this is mercy. It's not our anything that which we have, oh, I did that, Lord, for, okay, you do this for me. So I donated some dollars, okay, you did this for me. This is our opportunity, this is our fortune that we could do that. This is our fortune that we could do some service to the Lord. This is our fortune that we could, chant the holy name. Because of that, unless and until we have the mercy of the Lord, we can't do it. So always remember this. So we always, that the Damodara, the pastime, so the month of Kartik is revealing this principle that when we have this, endeavor, that devotion to the Lord, mercy comes to us no matter what. Sadhu Shraddha, then Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nurti. So when you have this sincere faith in the Supreme Lord, Sadhu Sangha, association of the devotees, we have to endeavor for it. And Bhajana Kriya, chant the holy name of the Lord. Then what will happen? Anartha Nurti. All our impurities, Nashta Prayeshu Bhadreshu. It will eradicate, and that we will also attain the success and the perfection of our life. So with this thought, thank you so much. I would end here. Shri Radha Damodar Ji ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
So we offered Damodar.